Hello, and welcome to a new show called Mindblows with Mr. Centaur. Today we will talk about the Aztecs. Some fun facts, some interesting facts, and some just weird facts. So let's get started. The Aztecs didn't have iron or steel. However, they still had the sharpest blades in history. A Spanish invader reported that Macuahuetl. Don't think that's how it's pronounced because I'm not good at this. Anyway, a Spanish invader reported that a sword like this that was lined with volcanic glass obsidian cut off a horse's head in one swipe. Aztecs had a much more complicated slavery system than the West had. The biggest difference is that you were allowed to buy your freedom and you could go to temples as yourself, and you were allowed to own stuff, but your owner also owned them. And you could try to run away and only your owner were allowed to chase after you. It's a quite complicated system, which I won't go into more detail about, because what's really interesting about this is that during tough times, parents would often sell their own children as slaves. Some say that during tough times, some people would even sell themselves as slaves. Here's a cool one. The capital of the Aztec Empire, Tenochtitlan, just look at the screen, it's much better, because I can't pronounce that name. Anyway, they had a zoo in Tenochtitlan, where they had various birds, eagles, mountain cats, mountain lions, ocelots, bears, and of course they had zookeepers, because how else would they keep them there? And that's really cool. And they were fed with deer, fowls, little dogs, and other creatures that they would naturally hunt. If you were caught being drunk in the Aztec society and you were a priest or another authority figure, you would be punished by death. But if you were a civilian, you would just be shaved in public. If a person died in the Aztec society and it was not of sacrifice, often by illness, they would be buried under or in their own house, and they would often kill a dog and bury it along with that person, so the dog would guide it to the afterlife. Lastly, you remember Tenochtitlan, the capital of the Aztec Empire? That city had garbage men, and it's been said that Tenochtitlan was a very clean city. And power to the garbage men. So that was the first episode of my new show, Mindblows with Mr. Centaur. I really hope you liked it. This show will continue, but it won't have a very strict release schedule. It'll just be uploaded now and then when I feel like making an episode. And hey, we're done here, but if you are more interested in the Aztec society, go check out my mythology shorts video on Aztec sacrifice. And click here to subscribe, and I'll see you in another video.